Hello. Hello. Hello, my dear Aries. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Welcome to my channel. Um, yeah, this is a situationship reading for Aries. The reading for love for Aries, the situationship reading for the month of March, or rather April 2020. April 2020. And try to get grounded and set up 3 portals for you. These portals are instrumental in finding a type of vision work in which you can choose to take what you will and make what you will of it. Please remember, this is primarily for guidance and entertainment. It's meant to be a guide to show you patterns that may or may not exist in the narrative of your love life. Please take what you will and leave the rest. Thank you very much. I'm working from the 1890 deck. This is a deck that's about 130 years old, and it's in prime condition from BP Guimont in Paris, France. The first portal is now opening for my dear Aries. Okay, the first portal is now open. Okay, okay. My dear Aries, there may be a situation here in which you are you're perhaps taking the energy you have from a situation, a very intense situation of love. This is the kind of love that is, in a way, worldly. It's very vast, and it is encompassing the world's energy, which is all about new cycles. It's all about completions as well as the regeneration of cycles. It's about karma as well as the natural change and revolution of things. There is something that is awoken in you, and it's a type of love that is very spiritual, but it is shared towards humanity, and is perhaps also there's a strong indication here of some sort of detachment with the Seven of Cups energy. Some sort of path you're going on is bringing you into the path of enlightenment as well as your higher being. It's a matter of strength, of strengthening your resolve towards forms of love that are unconditional as well as completely binding in a certain way. You are embracing the fixed energies of this new revolution, this new change, this new paradigm shift, and it's requiring you to embrace a form of love once again that is unconditional, and it is based on a love for humanity. This is a very profound way of you going in and tapping into a reservoir that is, as I've mentioned again, this is unconditional supreme love, and you are using this energy in a way to disengage from pretenses, from romantic ideologies, and there's something about also it's sort of a haze. You're enveloped in a type of haze of emotional overflowing that that opens up doors and options for you, and therefore you are it's as if you have many options in terms of loves or relationships. You could be totally open to a lot of new and different things. And my dear Aries, there is something that is requiring you to also turn back and to look at some sort of past situation in which you might have been dealing with someone whom wanted to offer you something but was essentially too slow on the mark. You've sort of moved away from this offer, and for some reason, you still offer a nurturing aspect to this person. They seem like a child to you. It's as if you're a mother and they're a child, and you still offer something to them, even though they wanted to commit a bit more time or energy. The commitment was not big enough for you, and therefore your love is sent somewhere else. Somewhere else. It seems that you're on a new path as well as a new cycle when it comes to love. However, there is someone that exists in your environment somewhere in the past, and you've somewhat left them behind as well, left them to deal with also the lessons you've learned through this maturation process, this new cycle. It's as if you're torn between the love for humanity, the love for your neighbor, versus the love for someone a little bit more specific than that. And I think it's a very beautiful thing because you still nurture this person, but something about it, there's a dynamism here that has like a push pull or an umbilical cord effect that rubber bands. So the situation that you have here is endearing, yes, but not entirely mature enough, not ripe enough for you, um, leading to the path towards a happiness that is yet undisclosed. There's a necessary sort of design here of you disconnecting in order to reconnect with a greater scheme of things, okay? And that is your first portal. Lovely reading so far. The second portal, I'm going to switch decks for the second portal, and I will move over to the bicycle deck, and we'll pull a small pattern between you and a potential other. The second portal is now opening. Give me a second, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's something you're trying to release, but at the same time, this need for release requires a great deal of sacrifice, something that you were preconditioned into doing for love. Yes, this has to do with love. Also, it has to do with your own stability and your ability to be grounded as well as passionate about what you are going for. There's an amount of compression in the way you go about this stability and the way you find nature and nurture around you. The angst of the world around you, the external world, is not enough for you, and you've had to disconnect from any emotional creeps that are out there. Anyone who's outside in your environment that is pulling you down because of global angst, you are trying to find stability and ground yourself in that. There is someone that is below you that hasn't unearthed themselves yet. This is someone who has a great deal of passion as well as reason, as well as the ability to be grounded in a certain way. They are very much mature as well. They reflect you in a different way from your own. There is a grounded element, but also this person has a lot of passion for you and they will be approaching you sometime soon. Now, this could be a person from your past. It's also a possibility. If so, there's something you have to process with the sense of betrayal or the sense of ending, the sense of an ending with this person. You are moving on away from them, but there still is some sort of tribulation here. There is a need to emotionally detach from this connection, and perhaps this person still causes you, if they are from the past, some form of it's like a type of regret, but not so much. It's more of the need for you to become more healthy by processing this situation, requiring a great deal of thinking as well, and there's plenty of time to think right now. Now, your stability lies in your thoughts. Once you can process these, you will find truth as well. You do need to disengage from the emotional content that this person or anyone from the past has given you. There's a path of stability as well as maturation inside of you, and fertility is all around you. Now, in the near future, there is a possibility you're moving towards some sort of either a feeling of tension or a feeling of abandonment, and it's a combination of the two. There is a new structure emerging for you, one that will solidify the fortress of your mind, your empire, your domain will be rooted in a type of newness, one that is structured but not so much as conservative as usual. There is a dual nature to this, in that you're willing to sacrifice for the better good of humanity here, as well as you are willing to be the queen of this domain and to rule properly. I mean, queen, king, whatever, it doesn't matter, but the energy of this is that you nurture through your stability as well as through your passionate sort of vision, a way to ground all of this energy, okay, which is fantastic. Primarily, I see a lot of emotional attachments as well as passionate attachments from the past that no longer need to be trifled with. There will be a type of tribulation if this person comes back, but it will push you into a type of restriction. And in this restriction, you find structure and a way to fortify your own sense of grounded and passionate endeavors. Um, let's see, I believe to the 5, 6, 7. You have to give it a bit more time with this connection. If you wait, there will be a possibility for some sort of rebalancing of the situation also. There is also a possibility for a resurgence. If you return back, there is still a secret desire to find stability here, but when that's offered, this person is also got their guard up, and it's really hard because they can be really cutting with their words as well as the way they see or they express their passions for you. They can be very violent in a way, and it's really important for you to protect yourself from that, to be an emperor or an empress of your domain, okay? Right, so that portal is now closed. I shall move over to another deck for you. The vibratory deck, the 1973 Royal Fez Moroccan Tarot deck. Stunning colors on this one. And we'll go ahead and shuffle up and record the third portal for you, my dear Aries, along with some advice if it's necessary. If it's necessary. This is, of course, a situationship love reading for Aries in the month of April 2020. For my dear Aries. Oh, by the way, happy birthday. I might do a bonus for you sometime. We are in Aries season. There's a lot of drive and ambition with Capricorn going on, and that should be to your favor. Okay, the third portal is now opening, my dear Aries. Right, so there is a period of, let's see, let's get a better angle on this. Right. So, there is a period of you withdrawing for a moment. Your energy is clearly here, and it seems to me that the life you've built around you may be suspended and perhaps built on an emotional undercurrent. There is a great deal of your offers and the way you approach love is a bit conditional at the moment. You may have expectations, or perhaps may feel a bit out of control when it comes to your passions as well as your desires for things. Know that the person that you may be dealing with also has this mirror image, in that they are empowered enough, but the power has been really demanding, and it's been hard to treat with equanimity the world around you. It's really important for you to go within as well, to tap into the emotions that may be inside of you that need to be expressed somehow, and to externalize these. Now, there is a potential for some sort of new beginning that involves a cycle here, a cycle that requires you and this person need to confront and face the fears that have to do with abandonment. If you are in separation with someone, there is a possibility that you or they may impulsively reach out in order to reignite some sort of falling out and to bring the fire inside of the connection again. If this is done, then it will be only at the right timing, and there needs to be a sense of balance and equanimity with this person, as well as with yourself. This is all about stability, as well as, yes, passions that are stabilized by maintaining fears in the connection, and to understand that there is possibly a greater a greater depth to this connection, one that has been forgotten. But because of this forgetting, there is an aspect that still troubles the mind, and the mind runs in circles. It's because there is a connection here that is emotional, that is very deeply emotional and very much suppressed in a certain way, leading to almost volcanic thoughts, thoughts that meld into swords that go into your mind. And it's really important for you to be clear about the way you treat this fire and how it can alchemically sort of awaken some deep reservoirs and solidify into stone this foundation that is not really stabilized here. Stability is lacking here, and it's because you or this person may have not been um, really focusing on the details of the actual practicality of the situation. There is something about a window of opportunity now, and it has to do with the state of affairs of the nations of this world as well as international affairs. During this, you are rising into power, and there's something about your mode of manifestation that can bring you something from the past in order to find a way to shine the inner light and to understand why a sense of regret was shared between both of you. Both of you were children of both dark and light, and something about the higher forces of emotions and the emotional undercurrents that were pushing this this connection, the suppressed emotions of the Six of Cups in reverse, especially here, is very telling. And there is something about the way you may just get off your throne and get up and do something about it. It seems like there's a possibility to revisit old territory in order to, through the darkness of finding that, and by using your inner light, able to see how regret has played a big factor in this, as well as how you can see the light in the situation as well. And through these two forces, make a choice, and make a choice to surrender something finally, to surrender something and no longer wait for this. Yeah. Um, it seems to me that you're jumping from the 1 to the 10 of rods energy. It's as if your fires flare up in an explosion or an atom bomb nuclear explosion that essentially is out of impatience, but also out of drive and ambition, and out of pure magic. There's something about you and this person that may be dealing with just this is like a passionate project of yours, and they yours, and yours and your energy is also a passionate project for them as well. There's something here that is too hot to handle in a way, and the stability of it just doesn't hold fertility currently, because the emotions are suppressed. Once the emotions flow through, there's a path that you can take that will lead you through certain lands that will bring you to a period of no longer waiting, also a new beginning and immediate end at the same time. Very passionate. So I don't expect none less from you, my dear Aries. This is Ron, your reader from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm wishing you well as I send you the blessings of Agni and Surya to help you with your quest of fire. May Prometheus smile upon you, and may the boon of the gods bless you all. Thank you very much. Peace and namaste. Ciao.